Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. So there is a new segment that we are going to be introducing, and we are going to be naming this segment Domestic Issues. If you are facing any challenges in your relationship or in your marriage, please do not hesitate to contact us via our WhatsApp number, or you can use the email address. Then you will tell us your story. Then we will try to get help for you so that you can sort out the challenges that you'll be facing in your relationship or in your marriage. So we will name that segment Domestic Issues. Then we have another segment whereby we will name it African Help Corner. If you are facing any challenges, maybe you are looking for a job or anything, then we will know that instead of just saying everything is a confession, we will have to properly organize everything. So we will have those segments. Then we will have another segment. The video is still uploading. It will be like a word of encouragement. If you also want to put out a word of encouragement, do not hesitate to contact us via our WhatsApp number. Then you will leave a voice note there on our WhatsApp. Let us get into the confessions. There is a message that was sent to me by our dear sister. She sent me this message. It was on Tuesday. The message comes from a translation of that confession that she sent to me. The message reads like this: "Hello, my brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post for me? I don't know if mine is a confession or what, but I truly need help. Before you offer me any help, let me start by telling you my story. I want people to know that I am not a lazy woman and I am a hard worker, but the things that happened to me is what has caused me to come here on your platform so that you can share my story with the rest of the world. I have so much bitterness in my heart. I know that out there are people that are going to insult me, and I just say, if you do insult me, may God bless you. But if you are going to try and assist me and give me counseling, let me say again, may God bless you." So my story is like this. I am a young woman who is aged 27. I have one child, and this child of mine is a boy. So I had this child of mine when I was 23 years old. This boyfriend of mine, who became my baby daddy, I met him after I had slept with him. That is when I realized that I was weeks pregnant. Then it was on his birthday, when I saw that his birthday was fast approaching, I then decided on my own to surprise the love of my life. I wanted to give him a very good birthday surprise. So what I did is that I went to his place where he was staying. I had a birthday cake. It was one of those small ones, and then I had some chocolates and a watch that I had bought for him as a birthday present. But my brother Nashi, when I arrived at the place where he was staying, instead of me surprising the love of my life, I was the one who was surprised. What happened, my brother, is that I found the love of my life. He was half naked and with another woman who was also naked in bed. I was really hurt and I felt so bitter. During the day, he had called me and he had told me that he was not around, but he was going to come and pick me up later. So I then arrived at his place. This was somewhere around 6 p.m. My brother, when I saw this thing that I had never thought that my boyfriend will end up betraying our love, I dropped the cake and everything that I was holding in my hands, and I started running. When I started running, my brother, I was so desperate. I didn't even know where I was supposed to go. It was as if the whole world had came crashing on me. How could he have done such a thing to me? And when I left him, he started wearing his clothes and he tried to follow me. But the way that I was running, as soon as I had ran out of the place where he was staying at that time, then another taxi waited for me. Then I got into the taxi. When I arrived back home, then I started crying. I cried so much, my brother, like I had never cried before. I cried as if someone had died, someone that I loved the most had died. I tried until I could not even speak anymore because my voice was gone with the way that I was crying. Brother Nashi, when I saw that this is what my boyfriend had done to me, the betrayal was just too much for me. The hurt and the pain was just too much for me. I then decided to go to Bulawayo. At that time, I was staying in Gweru. When I went to Bulawayo, it was because I wanted to clear my mind. I just wanted to run away far from this guy so that I can think properly and clear my mind. When he used to call me, I never answered his call because of the pain that he had caused in my life. Then after some weeks, that is when I finally got the courage. When he called me one day, I then answered his calls and I told him that between me and him, it was over. That was when he told me that if I was going to dump him, then I should know that I was pregnant for him at the time that we last slept together. I said, no, I don't believe you. You are lying to me. I thought that maybe it was just his plan so that we can get into a relationship together again. After that, I bought a pregnancy test, and for sure I saw that indeed I was pregnant. That guy, he was not lying to me, but I never changed my decision, for I had told myself that I don't want to hang around the cheating type. My brother, when I told him that I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore because you cheated on me, all that we are going to be doing is that we will co-parent this baby that I am carrying after I have given birth. Then he told me that there is no way that you will be doing a co-parenting with me. Instead, if I cannot be in a relationship with him, then he will never assist me with taking care of the baby. I thought that maybe he was just angry and he was just joking, but I carried my pregnancy until the time for it to be given birth to had arrived. When I went to give birth, I didn't have preparation nor anything from him. It was my brothers who helped me with everything. When my baby was somewhere around 1 year, 6 months, that is when I asked my mom so that she can take care of my child. At that time, I had planned on this other journey so that I can go to South Africa and look for any kind of work that I could get. When I had arrived in South Africa, it was very hard for me. It was so stressful knowing that I had left my little baby back at home, but I didn't have any choice. During the first days when I had arrived here in South Africa, each and every day I used to phone because I used to call my mom back home. I was so depressed knowing that I had left my child behind until I got used and I told myself that I had come here to work for my child. That is what used to calm me down. I worked so hard, my brother, until my child was somewhere around 3 years. When I saw that my child was now 3 years old, that is when I asked my mom so that she can take my child to a private crash, because my mom, she was running a flea market. So I didn't want to stress my mom because everywhere she will be going, she had to carry my child and to worry about my child. So then my mom took my child to a private nursery. So the kids will be there at the nursery until it was somewhere around 4 p.m. Then my sibling was the one who was responsible for getting my child from the nursery. When my child was 3 years old, that was when I saw a Facebook message and I saw that the woman who was speaking to me, it was my ex-sister who was speaking with me. When I responded to her messages, that was when she asked me for my numbers. After I had given her my numbers, I saw that my ex-boyfriend one day, he started calling me and he was asking me for forgiveness, and he told me that he was in South Africa and he told me that he had bought some stuff and he wanted me to come and collect those stuff that he had bought for our baby. He told me that we were supposed to meet up in Pretoria. So when it was month end, so he told me that I should come and collect the stuff that he had bought for our baby. When I arrived there in Pretoria, my brother, I found out that he didn't even have even a pin pop with him. He had nothing. The only thing that he told me was that he had called me so that we can get back with each other. He was really sorry for all the mistakes that he had done in the past. When I found out that he was just lying to me, that is when I decided to block him. But each and every time that I block him, what he does is that he just creates a ghost account on Facebook. Then he will start to send me a lot of pictures. All of these pictures that he sends me, he will be having fun. He will be drinking a lot of beer. And the messages that he sends to me, he will say that, can you see what I am drinking? I only drink this beer that is called Flying Fish. And he will say that I am so happy that I am able to drink this beer that is called Flying Fish, knowing that you, single mother, you are busy taking care of my child. And from the look of things, I can see that you, single mother, you are able to take care of my baby very well. My brother, I have tried to block this person 3 to 4 times on Facebook, even on WhatsApp. I even ended up changing my number because of the pictures and the things that he tell me. It is not easy for the father of your child who does not even assist you to send you pictures and tell you that I do drink expensive beer and I am able to drink this expensive beer, and because I know that you as a single mother, you are able to take care of my child very well. This has made me to feel so bitter. There is so much bitterness in my heart as a bleeding single mom who is pushing so hard, trying to take care of my child and to give my boy the best education. All that I want, Brother Nash, is that I need a remedy, any remedy that anyone can give me, so that my baby daddy, my ex-boyfriend, can suffer. I want him to suffer, and the way that I want him to suffer, I don't want any single rent to enter into his pocket. Any money that enters into his pocket must quickly get out of his pocket, so that this beer that he says is very expensive, this Flying Fish beer, you will never be able to afford it again. I want him to suffer. I want him to pick up ants from the ground with his mouth because he will be starving. If there is anyone who is able to do these charms for me, please assist me, because I am so bitter. I know that out there are people that are going to insult me, but you can go ahead and insult me. But this is my decision. This is what I have decided to do. I want him to suffer. I know that there are people who will say that, what if you do a go back to sender, then what? But as for me, I will cross that bridge of go back to sender when I get there. Right now, my baby boy, he is 5 years. My boy, he does not even know his father. He only sees his father on the pictures. Then there was this other day when my boy told me that the other kids that he plays with, they were laughing at him and they were saying that you do not even know your father. So they started to laugh at him. When he told me that, Mommy, my friends, they were laughing at me. They were saying that I don't even know my father. This really broke my heart and it hurt me so much. That is why I am thinking of taking this decision, so that I can do some charms on him. It is far much better for me to know that I am taking care of my child as a single mom, but knowing that my ex-boyfriend is suffering, and if my ex-boyfriend suffers, it will give me a peace of mind. Dear brother, if you post my story, please do notify me, because I always follow you on YouTube. I actually have the notification button on. Please, if you do post, tell me so that I can wait up in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that we received, then we had to translate it. Our dear sister is saying that I want my baby daddy to suffer and I want to inflict poverty on him. That is how much she wants this man to suffer. Please let us try to speak with her in the comment section.